Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you about the top 10 Fast and Furious vehicles that you can recreate here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this is going to be part 2, and as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What other Fast and Furious vehicles should I recreate in Grand Theft Auto Online? Now, I'll leave part 1 in the description, so if you feel like some cars are missing, well, they might be featured in the first episode I did of this series about 2 months ago, so be sure to check that out. Now, there's 2 things I consider when making this video. Number 1, was it a recognizable car from the Fast and Furious franchise? Then number 2, could I recreate it with the vehicles that were available in Grand Theft Auto Online? And if both of those were true, I did my best to try and make them exactly like they were from the movies. So with out of the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so the first vehicle we're going to be looking at today is Roman's Mitsubishi Eclipse. So this is one of my favorite cars that they used in the franchise. It was really funny how Roman claimed it. He basically told Brian not to take the convertible. And while we don't have a convertible today or the fancy livery that was on there, we do have the Penumbra, which is based off the Eclipse. We have Roman on the license plate there. We've also got this kind of light purple color right there. Tried to get the nice chrome wheels that they used on there as well. We've got the modified bumper as well as the big spoiler and the tuner exhaust. So this is the first Fast and Furious vehicle that we're going to be looking at today. It's Roman's Eclipse that he basically told Brian, don't even think about taking in Fast and Furious. So this is an awesome vehicle right there. Our second vehicle is the Lykan Hypersport from Fast 7. That's right, the one that drove through the giant skyscraper. That's this one right there in the form of the Pegasi Reaper. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get like a perfect spoiler for this car. The one from the movie had like a pretty futuristic and high-tech one. We also have a pretty cool license plate on here. Let me actually see if I can show it to you guys. There it is. It's kind of hard to see, but if we go in first person, it says Fast 7. So I don't know why it's so low right there, but that's pretty cool. I also went with the black wheels to try and match those two. And yeah, the Reaper is just a menacing looking car. It's just a shame that in GTA, it doesn't perform as well as the real life Lykan Hypersport, which is just an unbelievably quick car. But that's the famous one from the building jump, and I thought you guys would really like that a lot. Moving on, we've got Hobbs' car from Fast 5, and I wonder if that's actually where Rockstar got the idea for the Insurgent. So the tank that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has is pretty similar to this. It's silver with kind of like the matching steel wheels. So this is so cool. I love the Insurgent. It's a very practical and useful vehicle, and it's awesome that it was in Fast and Furious 5 too. So that's pretty awesome. You guys have all seen an Insurgent before, so there's really no need for me to show you guys there, but I do have Hobbs on the back with the license plate. Basically what I tried to do is if it belonged to someone, I would put their license plate on the back, or if it came from a specific movie, I would put it on the back of there. But anyways, that's Hobbs' tank right there. I thought that was pretty awesome, and it's our third Fast and Furious vehicle today. Moving on, we've got Letty's Corvette Stingray from the Fate of the Furious, the movie that just came out. So she actually used this in the scene where they're trying to chase Dom down like New York City or downtown Manhattan. So it was a pretty cool scene where she like rappels onto his car. So we've used the Cockett Classic right here. You can see I got Letty on the back as the license plate. It was this beautiful red Corvette Stingray with these black wheels. The wheels are probably the trickiest part here because I really didn't know what would match the best. The one from the movie had pretty sporty wheels, so I really wasn't too sure what to do, but I love this vehicle. It's just simple, classic American muscle, and man, does it look amazing. So the Cockett Classic right here, really awesome as the classic Corvette Stingray, just an amazing looking car. So that is our fourth Fast and Furious vehicle that we're going to be looking at today. Vehicle number 5 also belongs to Letty, and it is the Coil Brawler. Now she uses this vehicle in the Fate of the Furious, and it is the Local Motors Rally Fighter. So we've got Letty on the back. The only thing that's different from this one is in the movie, she's got like the red brush guard on there. She's got the red bull bars in the front, the red on top for the lights and on the back, but the paint job is pretty spot on, like the really dark gray and the black secondary. And I went with the stock wheels too. Now, one thing I did try and do, since we couldn't get a lot of red on the outside of this car, is we've got the red seats right there. So at least we get a little bit of that. Anyways, I think this car is amazing. It was really cool in the Fate of the Furious when they were using it on that kind of ice track scene. So I really like that a lot. And obviously Letty's a pretty awesome character. So that is super cool right there. And that is her Coil Brawler Local Motors Rally Fighter. Another vehicle from the Fate of the Furious is Roman's Lamborghini Murcielago. And for this, we chose the Pegasi Inferno. So it's this orange Lamborghini that Roman is obsessed with. And he's not able to take it out on the first run, but when they go on like like the ice in Antarctica, he's actually allowed to use it. It was kind of a mistake by him because the Lamborghinis are obviously not great for the ice. But you can see we got Roman on the back with his license plate right there. Pretty simple car. We just went with some black sporty wheels, classic looking spoiler on there. And I love the Infernus, man. I love the doors. I love the way that they just jet out like that. That is so cool. So that's Roman's Lamborghini Murcielago that he ended up using in The Fate of the Furious. Another very awesome car that was featured in that film. So that right there is vehicle number 6. Up next, we've got an awesome car. This is supposed to be Brian's Ford Escort from Fast 6. So this car was used in one of my favorite scenes ever when Brian's trying to jump to this vehicle, and we've got Brian on the tag right there. It was this blue and white Ford Escort, and it had these really awesome gold kind of tuner style wheels on there. I really like this vehicle. It also had the roll cage on there too. We got Brian on the front and the back for the license plate. And this is one of the most underrated cars in the game, the Volcar Warner. And it's really perfect for recreating this vehicle from the Fast and the Furious. So that right there is amazing. I love the color scheme. I think we went with a racing blue, frost white, and then gold on the wheels right there. So that's pretty cool. Our only vehicle today that's from Brian. Again, if you think a lot of vehicles are missing, or you might be asking yourself, where's some of the other vehicles? Well, we might have covered them in part 1. So that link will be in the description. Definitely be sure to check that out. Up next, and vehicle number 8 is Roman's Bugatti Veyron from Fast 7. So this was a vehicle that was speeding through the desert. You can see we got Roman on the back, and we also got the Fast 7 license plate on there too. Now, this vehicle was pretty easy to recreate because it's an all-white Bugatti, and it is so clean. So we basically just kept primarily everything stock, ice white on the primary and the secondary, stock wheels here, and this obviously is an amazing car. The Nero has more customization, but the Adder is just so perfect for this vehicle, the one speeding down the desert highway. So this is an amazing car. I am so jealous of Roman for being able to drive this in the film. One of my favorite cars in real life, and looks amazing in this all-white classic version in GTA 5. Vehicle number 9 is one of Dom's Chargers. You know he's got a lot of them. This was his Charger from Fast and Furious 6. It's a 2012 Dodge Charger, and it's kind of got this like light silver primary with the black secondary and also the black wheels. It actually had a lot of customization on there. We added an upgraded bumper. We added a different skirt. We've got the carbon fiber spoiler on there. We've also got Dom's license plate on the back too, which I think is actually quite nice and quite unique. And we've just simply darked out the windows, and that's pretty much it. This was a menacing vehicle in Fast 6, and it was so cool. So I really, really liked this vehicle based on all the other Chargers he has. I don't know if this one is my favorite, but it was so perfect to use with the Buffalo S that I feel like I had to include it in this video. And it's a really epic car, and it's also Franklin's cars too, which is kind of a nice reference. All right, and the final vehicle we're going to be looking at today, I had a lot of trouble deciding on what to use. Do I use the Massacro, the Rapid GT, the Ocelot F620? However, our final car today is the Rapid GT, and it's based off of Deckard Shaw's Aston Martin DB9, which was this really like super dark gray paint job with those nice big chrome wheels right there. So Deckard Shaw probably became my favorite character in The Fate of the Furious, but in Fast 7, this was his vehicle, and he was the ultimate bad guy. Like, you did not want to mess with this dude. And nothing screams bad guy or James Bond like a nice, fast Aston Martin. And that's exactly what he used in the film, and it was just absolutely menacing. So I definitely wanted to include this vehicle in here, as I thought it was really, really special, and because he's slowly becoming one of my favorite characters. And I hope he's featured in the future films that they do as well. But anyways, those are all the Fast and Furious cars that I'm going to be looking at today. I tried to go through a variety of films, like the brand new one, The Fate of the Furious, Fast 6, Fast 7, Fast 5, even some of the older ones like Roman's Mitsubishi Eclipse right here. So I really do hope there was a good variety there. Again, like I said, if you feel like any of them are missing, or like, why didn't you do some of the more popular cars? Well, it's likely that we got to them in episode 1. So again, be sure to check that out. That will be the link in the description. But once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, if you have any other Fast and Furious cars that you'd like me to cover in another video, be sure to leave them down in the comment section. And if I see them, I might just feature them in a future one. So like I said, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. Dom says drop it a like. That's who I'm dressed up as right now. So drop it a like, that would be awesome. And subscribe if you guys are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.